All right, got it there. Let me make sure I hit the got it on this one. All right, and this one here also. All right. All righty. So here we go. Oh, hit the done button there. Excelente, excelente. All righty, y'all. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Islam, Islam, Islam. I am Brother Hassan Ghazi Obey here in Morocco at northwest of Maxim. How are you? And I am here with my beloved and magnificent brothers in whom I am well pleased, and they are
Islam. Islam. I am Tarajmai Bey. How art thou?
Thou art good. Whoa, you're muted. You're muted.
No one
can hear you.
I am Brother Shining L. You already know all is well. And my bros also call me
Braveheart. Braveheart. Hey. Indeed, beloved brothers, we'd like to welcome you all to our 7HealStar.com Astrology Firm's 7-day tropic medical astro weather report, as we come to you every Odin's Day, right? We come to kick it with you all to continue our diverse community servicing that we do, alrighty, and sharing these things that you need. However, never forget, guys, get your Mirror AstroLiteracy session. Well, that's exactly what it is also. You guys can get that from either Brother Terrell, Brother Corey, and Brother Sean is also well certified to do that. As you know, he also has spearheaded the reporting as far as your mental magician reports 2.0 and 3.0, right? So with that being said, guys, all you have to do is just DM us at our Instagram or go to 7HealStar.com and set it on up, all right? So that you can enjoy your Mirror Astro Literacy session and or get your mental magician reports, all right? So with that being said, without further ado, what I'm going to do is go and share right here the contents. Give me one moment. Thank you for your patience in advance. And let's share the screen. Start the broadcast there, all right? And let me take you all right to the calendar, all right? And let's see, it looks like it's a little holding there, right? There we go. All righty, iPhone, you did your thing there. All righty, guys, so now you guys are here for our, let me actually go here to the beginning, right? And we are utilizing our very own 7HealStar Astro calendar from March, Aries 2022 to February, Pisces 2023. Time never was when man was not, all righty? And we are quoting El Hajj Sheikh Sharif Abdul Ali doing religious corporate activity, being prophet, noble, Drew Ali, all righty? So with that being said, let's take it on down right here to Virgo, right? And guys, we are giving our diverse testimony for the 8th September 2020 until the 14th. And starting us off on the 8th is our beloved brother, in whom we're well pleased, Brother Time Star, right? Regular Time Star Muhammad Bey, right? That's Brother Terrell Tamari Bey, right? One of, what are we, 5, 6, 7 horror heroes, right? And it just keeps growing, the horror heroes. We keep growing, right? And we have our horror hero mothers, actually, that are super and just supporting us, you know, in the background as they stay protected, you know, by us. They don't have to be out in the forefront like us, right? We're front lining this thing and spearheading. However, Brother Terrell Tamari Bey has those 2 testimonies there for the 8th September 2022. Brother Shonali Mel for the 9th September 22. I have the full moon in Pisces, all right? For the 10th, all righty, those 4 testimonies there. And for the 11th, I have also there, I have the ingress, all right, from the egress from Pisces to the ingress for Aries pertaining to the moon. The 12th is Brother Sean Alim L, giving his direct testimony for that one testimony there. And then for those two there on the 13th, Brother Terrell Tamari Bay. And then I close out there for the 14th, where the moon is clearly in its exaltation sign. All right. So that's what you guys get today from the 8th to the 14th. All right. Come back on here and stop the screen share. All right. And we'll start the screen share on over here now. Just give me one moment. Thank you for your patience in advance, everyone. And I guess while you guys are doing your thing for Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, I can, go to YouTube and right, and share this thing on out. Let me get the link. As a matter of fact, let me leave from out of here off the phone so that I can be able to go to the YouTube, right, and share accordingly. All right. Alrighty, so let's do this. Let me hit the screen share there and hit the sharing button. Right, Rod? All righty, Aphrodites. And as a matter of fact, brother, let me go and hit that remote control right now and send it to my bro. All right, there you go, bro. So you and I are on the remote control, right? And I yield the floor to our beloved brother in whom we're well pleased, as he's given his direct testimonies according from the perspective from near the Baltimore Corporation, Maryland State Republic, Brother Terrell Tamari Bay. Islam.
All right, T. Islam. So we're looking at the sunrise here, right? The sun's at 15 degrees, Virgo, 47 minutes. And, the emphasis of this Thursday here is spiritual liberation, yes? Just really taking a deep breath, before you react, so to speak. Before you even make any actions on this Thursday here. As you rise, inhale and exhale. And start your day just like that.
Excellent day, Islam.
Islam. All right, so the first aspect of the tomorrow, the exactitude would be Moon square Uranus, right? So Moon's in Aquarius, as you see, and Uranus is in Taurus. This was before sunrise. This was literally like 20 minutes before what we're observing here. So, like I said, the spiritual liberation is key because there'll be a lot of tension and aggressiveness being displayed within yourself and within group dynamics, workplace. Specifically rushing to work for those people who indulge in that sort of lifestyle. That can cause some sort of upheaval or tension. It could be some accidents occurring, or just a lot of upheaval going on with the workplace in general. So like I said, it's best to just really breathe and not move too fast with this Moon square Uranus energy, because like I said, upheaval and a lot of tension and sporadic energies, unexpected. You just expect the unexpected with Uranus, and then it's a Moon square in Uranus, so it's like but again, this is before sunrise, so this energy it pertains to what's happening today on this Wednesday, so to speak. And also how you're basically dealing with yourself emotionally and where you really want to be, in the next, let's say, year or so. So just really focusing on self-development is key. historical case law and stuff like that.
Pardon me. I was in my zone. There you go, bro. There you go.
Oh wait, it's before sunrise. So go back to the previous.
Yeah. Pardon me.
But yeah, that moon in that Uranus is gonna stay in moon's in the 6th, Uranus is in the 9th. So that's why, it's honoring philosophies and the holy texts and stuff of that sort. But it's also, rereading those texts that you are familiar with. It's really just honing in on what it actually means rather than just interpretation. Really being able to articulate whatever it is that you are into is the goal here. Moon square Uranus, because you can only be what you know type energy. But yeah, this is that moment of truth, so to speak. Specifically, what I've written down with the moon square Uranus. This is a moment of truth. Because you're just seeing where you want to be in life. So you're placing yourself, you're putting that 1 foot forward to be in that position, so to speak. And it could be very unsettling to those closest to you, so to speak. Or you could be separating yourself from people that you were close to before. Very possible. Yeah, moon square Uranus.
No longer for me. Goodbye.
And then the next aspect for that is moon. What you say, bro?
Oh, I said you are no longer resonating with me.
I hear you.
Say it again, brother Sean.
Oh, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You are no longer resonating with me.
You are no longer resonating with
You are no longer resonating with me. Goodbye.
You are no longer resonating with me. Goodbye.
Oh, hilarious, yo. Freaking hilarious.
That's a good
but not in like a bad, like, haha kind of way. It's like, like, when you're traveling, on the highways and byways, and you're just, someone might have to make a turn off to go to their, location or direction they're going, and you must just keep going straight, to where you got to go. And it's just, for that to, resonate with, it's like, hey, I've got my way to go, you've got your way to go. But we could have enjoyed this journey with each other up until now. But, now it's time to separate.
How about a round of applause? Standing ovation. You look so dumb right now. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I gotta do it. I'm gonna find every other clip, yo. I'm gonna do it. I gotta do it. I gotta do it, yo. I gotta do it, yo. All right, I yield.
Yeah, so we got Mercury rising, right? Mercury and Venus mutually engaging with one another. So yeah, this Moon Saturn relationship conjunction happening in the 5th. This is like bliss meets discipline, so to speak. We're seeing the bliss in the discipline, or the reason for the discipline, or why it's needed. Foundational principles and things of that sort. You don't build mansions on sand, castles, or sand. You don't really build your structures based around sand. It has to be something solid, so to speak. So,
wow, color return chart. Pardon me.
Say it again.
You remember that chart I sent you yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
It almost kind of resembled this, for real.
Pretty much.
Interesting.
Definitely. That was that solar. Oh yeah, that solar return, John. Yeah.
Okay, I mean,
But yeah, this is taking ourselves more seriously in the things that we are indulged in. Astrology is being considered more. Like the ones who shunned astrology and said it's just spookism, devil work, or whatever the fuck they say. Those same energies are like reconciling that thought process with their own natal chart and their own study, so to speak. Could possibly be getting a reading or setting a reading up. That will be effective around this time, because it's just getting the you're setting the foundation for the times to come. So you're setting that, whatever it is that you want, you're setting that foundation based off of principles that you've been living off of unconsciously, possibly for some time, and now the tradition and where it comes from is starting to formulate and expose itself. So yeah, that's that energy with this moon conjunct Saturn, and the moon goes void for 16 hours and 9 minutes. So yeah, you don't want to spend your finances on that 16-hour void. Of course, you can do it today, which would be the best bet, which is this Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Or yeah, that I guess if you're up around 4 a.m., but that moon square Uranus, you may regret that purchase. So it's just, it's probably best to just look into the atomic theories and the Zeppelins or whatever you're into and just admire it for the time being and think about having it when the time is more benefic for you, so to speak. With that, I will yield Z Flow.
For the Shamaline Mill of as well.
Miss Mom, alrighty. You got sunrise, sun conjunct ascendant for Friday, the holy day, September 9th, 2022. All right, so just with the sun transit in Virgo, this is just organizing, just whether it be your daily routines or whatever fashion house cusp that Virgo rules over, you're gonna feel a sense of, just organizing and cleaning, taking care of yourself, servicing yourself, or maybe wanting to service others. So really just be on the lookout for where you're being called to, whether it's to your job, to your friends, to yourself, to your loved one, wherever you're feeling that calling, especially if you don't know your rising sign. Just look to see what you're being called to organize and get into the details of, and really just do it, and that'll assist you as we continue to move along. And I will yield and get into the first aspect. Let's see, we got Luna entering Pisces. All right, so we've got Luna ingress Pisces in the 9th house, which is looky. Astro Cookie and Brother Aquarius Sprinkle right there. All right, so we got Luna ingress Pisces. So final dispositor is Saturn. Saturn's still in the 9th as well. So Luna ingress Pisces for the Baltimore Corporation, Maryland State Republic. For the 9th, and just collectively with Luna and Pisces, this is a nurture yourself with some knowledge here. Maybe, if you don't, go purchase a book, or hey, actually go to Books A Million. Let's see, Friday, this is after Lunar Void, of course. Books A Million, or Barnes and Noble, or, just whatever bookstore, just go there and actually look, for something out the usual. whether it's a love novel, something jurisprudent. Just find something that's foreign to you, but is interesting at the same time, and really just take a time to read that, or watch a foreign film. It's like one of those what do they call those, like one of those movies like they shot it with a potato and fan, they would say. Well, not like the best quality, but watch one of those. Oh yeah, low budget.
Low budget.
There we go.
Funny.
Yeah, go watch
Low
one of those low budget movies. Like, who shot this? They probably shouldn't even made this. I could have shot this out in my backyard. But go watch one of those really like foreign movies and or read that foreign book, and you'll really be able to have something spark within you. You're like, what? I kind of didn't like them for these reasons because of the portraits and movies, but now I'm actually reading their literature. I'm starting to study their culture, and I see that, hey, they're just like me. And, Lunar ingress Pisces, we were really able to embrace each other just from our home base, our own home sense, and also just from foreign homes as well. With this Lunar ingress Pisces, with Saturn being the final dispositor, he's in the ninth as well. And retrograde, so we'll really be looking at reflecting and introspecting on, like I said, just the foreign knowledge of just higher learning, like what ways can you, steps can you take to go to the next level with this. And you're definitely we could be feeling out of balance with this. So this is just doing the necessary, they would say shadow work, but just the lower natures of ourselves as to where we are out of balance. What ways could we get creative and embrace the arts and harmony so that now we can really just move forward, kind of like without overthinking, but just being the natural leader, with this energy. And Saturn's really allowing for a retrospection of yourself and what's foreign. So, you really need to start seeing about, like when it comes to joint ventures and other people's money, quote unquote money, you're really taking the time just to study and just be love and universal love. And the struggles will probably come from your self-worth. So it's sacrificing self for the greater collective consciousness, especially much so with Luna being in Pisces, which is, applying universal law, and Saturn being in Aquarius, which is just social awareness, collective, the group here. So yeah, this is some collective groups, either sharing knowledge or kind of like, I want to say like fact checking, but it's like, hey, I'm from here, I really got this, and check this out, and someone goes to check that, kind of in that sense. And I would yield for the Lunar ingress Pisces. Just embrace love. All right, and then next up, let's see what we have. We have a Lunar Venusian reflection. All right, mirror anyone. We have Luna in the 5th. We have Venus in the 11th. Interesting. Luna in the 5th. So this is some, I want to say like creative home healing, right? Like really breaking down the information, or just sharing your wisdom here. And then with Venus being the 11th, this is like sharing what you have. Like if you have been like really working on some projects, whether it's to yourself or whether just within your friend groups or even with your family, like maybe want to surprise someone with like a family history log, or just like a family activity or something, maybe even like a get together or a vacation, that you've been planning on. This is just a retrospection here to just make any necessary adjustments. And Venus is final expositor is the sun, and Luna once again final expositor is Saturn. So sun's in the 11th, Saturn's in the 4th. So this is really about just breaking away from any norm when it comes to your home life and just how you view yourself in your partnerships here. So whether it comes across to meeting someone or someone being introduced to you through a friend group, it's like, hey, I know this great being right here that can really help you like organize or kind of like bring you down what they would say to earth if you're like just too much into the just a vision, but really not having the actual like structure and discipline and steps to make that dream or vision come true. With Saturn being there in the fourth, this is really about like I said, just breaking out of the norm here. Really just coming out of your own shell. And as you start to realize that you're coming out of your own shell, you'll notice that everyone else is coming out of their own shell as well. So it's no reason to kind of judge anyone or like look at them differently because their lifestyle might be different as yours. So really just embrace universal love and just embrace the details of it too. Embrace the smaller picture and the bigger picture. And I will yield for that for the lunar Venusian reflection. So we got lunar and square with Mars with Luna ascending. Interesting. We got a first and third. All right.
Oh.
So this is like mental stagnation right here.
12 and third.
12 and third. Oh, yeah, it's an 11. Okay, yeah. So, 12 and 3. So, this is some mental and like home communication blocking here or some healing. So, I think when I said in that earlier testimony about breaking out the family book, also there's going to be, opportunity to really like have some conversation about things going on because, like I said, Mars in the third, so that's early upbringing. Your siblings here. So things like coming out. We know Luna's and Pisces, that's water. So when we look at the subconscious of our minds, and we look at Mars and Gemini, which is also just the dual natures of our mind. It's like you really can't be able to hide from it because now, whether you are, kind of like consciously working on things, things are just gonna surface for you to work on, for us to work on, so that now we can, take this challenge opportunity or just kind of like limitations, because we look as to why I'm feeling like limited by things. But when we look at the dual nature of it, it's for a reason, like a test or kind of like a waiting moment. All right, so let's say you want to get out and travel, but you haven't drove a conveyance, but you're frustrated because you want to go travel. But for the reason is, the delay is that you need to, learn how to operate, just like how a carpenter, for say, wants to go build something, but you really can't build on it without a sturdy foundation. And Saturn's in its joy in the 12th. So it's slowing down and just realizing the limitation structures that are here for us so that we can just really get the healing necessary without trying to move into another venture or opportunity with still holding on to past things. And Venus got final sponsorship over the third. Venus is in the 6th. So have that conversation with a coworker about something that you trust or that you feel close to. Or maybe like even someone that does service for you. You can just ask a question. It doesn't have to be about you. You know how some folks will be like, oh yeah, I've got a question about this for a friend, but it'd be about you if you want to, stay anonymous with that and just ask a question and see where it really leads you to, so that you can, like I said, balance your daily routines with your partnership if you're in one, so that you're not giving too much of yourself into the partnership, and so that the partnership is not taking too much from you, or it could possibly even be some siblings here going on. So really just get into finding the balance with this energy with Luna and Mars. So that's the subconscious and your actions and impulses. And just really get into the deeper nature of that. 12 and 3. Yeah, so yeah. Transcend past the home, take any limitations of frustration from yourself in the home and really just let whatever needs to be, let go, let it drain out the drain, and I'll yield to my awesome, magnificent Astro brother Hassan.
Islam, bros. I think I actually got the background work for the YouTube studio complete. So all the descriptions and tags and thumbnails are up, man. You guys did awesome. And I did my best to make sure I'm juggling between that and making sure I'm putting these things up here. And thank you, Brother Jag. So I have a sunrise there for the 10th September 2022, right? For Eloah Cassiel, which is Saturn Day. All righty. At 0647 minutes and 31 seconds. Right. You see the sun is there conjunct the ascendant. So we have a solar ascendant conjunction that we term sunrise at 17 degrees. All right. Virgo, 43 minutes. All right. And Mercury is there in Libra, as Brother Sean had mentioned, in mutual reception with Venus. All righty. And they're just literally about 32 degrees off of each other and maybe 23 minutes, right? So they're kind of still close in a tight semi-sextile there. And just have this growth opportunity with almost in midpoint fashion, almost the sun there, right? Allowing this growth between like balanced communication and value, the valued details. So guys, this is where you would really probably be bringing your attention to timestamps and dates pertaining to things and events when things actually occur and happen. Ultimately, doing this, as you know, wherever the sun is transiting, that's the sign that's always on the rise during the solar ascendant conjunction termed sunrise. So with Leo being there on the 12th house, right? Really being the dispositor for Venus there, as Venus is the dispositor for the second house, because Mercury is actually dispositing for itself there while it's in Libra. However, we see Virgo is what's on the rise. Guys, we'll really be able to isolate a lot of things, really bring the wisdom that we really need to see. It may take you some time to actually value the details. However, the details is what will allow you to really go, and have those moments pertaining to clarity. So be clear on what's being communicated, the details that you can actually value, and find that balance and harmony for yourself after you have isolated those very valuable details in your mind and heart. And I yield the floor. For I have a solar lunar reflection here that is to take place. All righty. It's previous before this sunrise. So looking at this nocturnal chart, moments before twilight, still maybe kind of twilightish, 0558 minutes and 52 seconds. We have a sun under the dispositorship still ruling 12th. And you can clearly see Venus is still there, Venus ascending. However, Mercury clearly now under Venus's dispositorship while in mutual reception with Mercury. All righty. What we're actually seeing here, and it's a well dignified Mercury. Mercury's at a +10. Mercury is boss right now. Because Mercury is in its own triplicity, in its own terms also, while being in mutual reception by rulership with Venus. So what you guys are going to actually see here, what's going to be reflected is your heart will be able to relate to your subconscious mind. And there's going to be a very fortunate stance in instituting, okay, as you travel east, as you travel within yourself, you will really allow for some wisdom to really take place and really have an intestinal knowing. Your intuition and your insight will be fully illuminated during these moments, and you will really be able to bring forth that which you need pertaining to things that could be hidden. They may be painful, but you can actually expound upon this wounded healing and really allow yourself to really fully grow in how you're going to relate to these new instituting ideals. It may be painful because you may see beings that you may have quote unquote looked up to, and now it's a light that's really being shined on them during this twilight sunrise and moonset. While it's a reflection, you're gonna really, and it's funny I say twilight, because you're gonna have to choose now, Edward or Jacob type energy, if you were looking at it as far as vampires and wolves. However, the vampire you'll probably recognize is those that lack the true information, are not really as down to earth as the wolves are, because at least they're outside in nature and can actually put their foot and thumb on the pulse, alrighty, pertaining to the earth, whereas vampires can't really stay in the sun. So this is the last call for bloody alcohol, right? For Bloody Marys, right? For the vampires, alrighty. And so I'm just saying, you know, just wanting to assist here during this Venusian ascendant conjunction here also. And very interesting, that means Luna is now, you know, touching the axis that, you know, is so-called quote unquote opposite, right? It's exaltation. And Venus is actually exalted in Pisces. Therefore, it is termed in some astrological circles that Venus is in its fall. However, it has a +2, even though it's at its fall, which usually gives it a -4. However, being in mutual reception, alrighty, with Mercury by rulership and mutual reception by face with the sun, she's earned herself a +2 to dig herself away from that -4, because that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 plus 5 gets you 6. So you got 6 plus -4, right? Or -4 plus 6 gets you a +2. So Venus is actually pretty well dignified here, and in the 12th, having an accidental dignity also. Alrighty, really allowing, even though she's under combustion, she's combust, being as close as she is to the sun. You guys are going to really find that what you really thought you enjoyed, you're going to have to now look at the realities of what it is you enjoy. As our beloved brother Terrell Tamari Bey would say, time to remove the rose-colored glasses. And like nephew would say, you got to fix your actions. And then with that, I yield the floor. Islam. And next, right, coming up on this lunar Uranian sextile here, right? Oh, were you still in the previous mode? Okay, you might have went double time. No worries. See where it says apply date at the top under September 7th? Hit that. And now you can come back down to find time aspect for next. Make sure it say next first, and then it should take you right to it, bro. Building it while we flying it. Too cool to be embarrassed. Really? Lunar Uranian. It's all good. Lunar Uranian. And I'm gonna be patient because I know my bro got this. This is how we do this. This gives us practice too. So gratitude indeed for everyone's patience in advance. Matter of fact, let me come back. This gives me time to come back, check the chat here. See what we got going on in the chat, in the live chat. Let's see who is who, what is what. Hey, all righty. Clifford King, it says there, gives the a powerful fist. Peaceful greetings to you. Mother Kiana, peaceful greetings to you. Roderick, brother Roderick, peaceful greetings. Islam, he says Islamism, mighty Moor. And Mother Kiana says peace and love. And Brother Kevin, he's there also. All righty. Islam and honors Moors and supreme honors, of course, as always. Brother Kevin always makes sure, you know what I'm saying, along with me, man, along with all of us that are really, really sincerely, all righty, thankful for what Prophet Noble Drew has brought us, right? Supreme honors to Prophet Noble Drew. All right. So thank you all for joining us and interacting with us. All right. And I am going to go back to the Instagram, continue to share in the DM, you know, to everyone. So you can come on through and kick it with us and enjoy. And so I have a lunar Uranian, right? Sextile here happening the 10th, right? I have quite a few here, right? So this is the second one. And then I have two more after this, right? We have a lunar Uranian sextile happening at 0700 hours, 50 minutes and 52 seconds. All right, so you have Luna clearly, all righty, there at 18 degrees Pisces, 48 minutes. And then there's in the 8th house, right? Uranus in Taurus in its quote unquote fall, so to speak, right? Quartile, however, it is retrograde. So guys, we'll really be able to communicate right from our stance and from our servicing and the things that we do in our everyday endeavors and relating to people. The people will be able to find some very innovative value, alrighty, as they go to reflect internally on their own subconscious mind, allow their spirit to be able to bring about a wisdom as they go to isolate, alrighty, seriously isolate an expansion on the fated interactions that they find fortunate now. You know, it's like, you know, you couldn't have tried to make certain things occur. So what's going to actually occur now is a phenomenal growth opportunity between your subconscious mind and the shocking information that seems to be unveiled. But it's not that shocking as much as you're getting confirmation. You like, man, I have my finger on this, but I don't know, you know, and it's not going to look like two fools arguing to you, so to speak. You know, what it's going to look like is you're going to be observing anybody. It could be you're observing this mother that's an alkaline herbalist, and then there's another mother who claims she is. And then when you look at the two, you know, you realize that the one who is actually doing the work, right, is actually being way more sincere than the one who is professing to know the work. And what you guys are going to really start seeing is you're going to really allow yourselves to be comfortable with actually going with your subconscious inclinations. There are things that are in your subconscious mind that allows your status to be well instituted, while fated relationships that you didn't know are fortunate or not are allowing you to expand upon some things where the wounded healing, possibly from your interactions with those that you're relating with, allows you to be propelled, so to speak, and launch forward in your destinies, your soul's destiny, so that you can be able to make the sudden changes necessary and be innovative in the knowledge that's been poured out to you while you actually go within retrogradation pertaining to those thoughts that are within your mind and your heart. And with that, I yield the floor. There's a lunar Neptunian conjunction that's taking place just next, right? Maybe about, well, it's more than 3 hours later. It's almost a whole 9 hours later. So about 9 hours and 4 minutes later. All right. We are looking at a lunar Neptunian conjunction. And that lunar Neptunian conjunction is clearly taking place in the second house under the dispositorship pertaining to Jupiter and Neptune. Jupiter is at 5 degrees Aries, 46 minutes retrograde, along with its co-ruler, co-dispositor, Neptune at 24 degrees Pisces, 12 minutes in its retrograde also. So we're really expanding and really allowing ourselves to really go within and isolate those wisdoms necessary that, again, we're really looking for the value, that we're really seeing these inclinations and insights and intuitions within our subconscious mind. And we're really seeking to relieve ourselves from the gates of hell, the debtor's prison, in the spirit under the spiritual exchequers chamber. All righty, where you're no longer a debtor to someone's hypnosis. All righty, and really you'll be able to really have an ascending transformation that really allows you to discipline the innovations that you're really sensing within. All righty, so really allow yourselves, guys, to really allow home, how you're instituting things at home, how you intend to expand those things newly instituted, mainly from the regressive states and or wounded healing from your childhood. All right, so that you can really be able to isolate those things that are necessary for proper inner child development. All righty, make sure you listen to your quote unquote gut. Let that solar plexus brain assist you also in what you're doing within the subconscious mind, which is the heart. All right. And with that, I yield the floor. And now we have here a lunar Plutonian sextile. Speaking of that that ascending transformation, right? And seeing here, it's 0247, right? All right. So 4, 5, 46. So 5 hours and 46 minutes will be the retrograde. All righty. Pardon me, the moon void, of course, right? So we have a lunar Plutonian sextile. Give me one moment real quick. Right back.
He'll be right back. Well, that 12th house is what they would call, what the young folks would term juking, jumping. Mental bondage part, anyone? No? No? Subconscious illusion, a little bit of wounded healing, a little self-philosophy.
Bro, you are hilarious. Goodness gracious.
Oh, shakalaka. Yeah, I just like, you know what? I have to go potty. You guys know I be slamming them water bottles. I'm like, yep, let me go and do this because I know I'm about to go in. So I might as well take that break now. All right, so we're good. So we have a lunar Plutonian sextile here, right? Growth and opportunity between home and the transformative thinking, right? Home and those things that will allow a beautiful death and rebirth in the subconscious mind. So you can really now fix your sight pertaining to how you're really looking at things that you've inherited thus far. Let's say over the last 8 years or so, you've allowed yourself to make observations within yourself, and now you can confidently move forward, right? And I thank you, brothers, for holding it down for me while I went to go to the gentleman's room. Say that again, bro.
I was just telling the collective about the 12th house mental bondage party.
Hey, yo, that's funny. I didn't even hear that. And I said what I just said. That's how you, man, it's so freaking divine, bro. Like, that's amazing, right? So, yeah, I think also, too, you guys need to go and YouTube the man with the Prophet Noble Drawley mustache so that you can really allow yourself to really unfold, right? Really allow yourselves to unfold, right? and make things really happen for yourself, right? And with that being said, what Brother Sean is really saying is interesting too, because Jupiter and Neptune are just having an accidental dignity there in the 12th, ruling over the 12th house with Pisces there on the 12th. So it's a very natural positioning for Jupiter and Neptune. And interestingly, between those two, sort of in a midpointing kind of fashion during this lunar Plutonian sextile, you know, your subconscious mind may feel like it's in the middle of finding something that's foundational that will allow you to really ascend your expansions, because you just need a safe space to allow yourself to study so that you can relieve yourself of being under anyone's hypnosis, being under anyone's incarcerated thinking. All righty. And so you can have a very transformative state pertaining to your mind, because state deals with the mind. All righty. So you can really position yourself there. Interestingly, how Saturn is technically midpointing between Luna and Pluto, even though it's off about 6 degrees and some change, right? About 6 degrees, 19 minutes. However, you know, Saturn being there, being the dispositor for the 10th house, as well as the 11th house, we can really bring out the values pertaining to your transformative standing, because you can now utilize innovative thinking, going within, trusting yourself, your conscious mind, all righty, where the head's located, your subconscious mind, that's the heart, right? So that's the under the conscious mind. And then your subconscious mind, like that which is under, all righty, and is that your gut, right? That solar plexus mind. Allow those three to work together so that you can have the confidence in the transformation that you're making within your own mind. And be brave that if others don't see it the way you see it, then what you can actually do is allow yourself to be liberated, fully liberated. Where? At home. You can be comfortable with inside your own skin. That's the first home that I'm speaking about, not your actual structure where you domicile. That's on the land. All righty. The spirit, the causal being, finds a quote unquote home within the soul. And that causal being finding that home within the soul on the astral plane, that so causal being finds refuge within the astral being, and that causal being within the astral being finds refuge or a home and is well domiciled within the 5 cycle being. All right. So really allow that transformation to occur confidently. And with that, I yielded the floor as I move to, you know, like I said, it's a moon Buddha course for about 5 hours and 46 minutes. All righty.
Bro, my laptop went out. You gotta bear with me. I'm trying to bring it
no
back
worries, no worries. I got you.
It's on.
I got you. No worries. Let me do that. Take us to the next sunrise for the 11th September 2022, right? That is Eloah Mikael, right? Here's where we're Michaeling while we're cycling. 0600 40 minutes and 26 seconds, guys, right? And that's what we actually have there. Hold on 2 seconds. Let me do this again. 29 to 129, right? 129 to 29. Pardon me, that's 6 hours. And 18 minutes that void of course is. Y'all can double check my math. I just really looked at that where Luna is ingressing. So that's 6 hours. 17, 18 minutes. Wow, that's very Cancerian. 6 and then 1 8 is a 9. So 6 hours and 18 minutes, guys. Make no transactions at all between on Saturday evening, 2029. That's 8:29 post meridian Eastern. So between that and 0247 or 247 anti-meridian Eastern, just let things sit in the cart. Don't check out, if you're doing it online, and just really wait till after 247 anti-meridian Eastern when Luna ingresses Aries. However, we have here the solar ascendant conjunction about 18 degrees, Virgo 42 minutes, guys. Really allow yourselves again to be very vigilant in how you're really valuing your thinking. Alrighty, trust your thinking. Prophet Noble Drew Ali expresses, if I can get you to think, you can save yourself. And now bringing about the lunar ingress that's previous to this at 0247 minutes approximately. Let's see what we have here. 0200 hours, 46 minutes, and 53 seconds for the 11th September 2022, right? For Eloah Mikael, which is Sunday, right? All right, and of course, we know it's 1442, right? Moorish cosmological chronology or the Moorish calendar. And we know that this here is the Constantinian Crusade Claw adjustment, right? And what we have here, look, we have another 9th house lunar ingress when it was mentioned about the ingress in Pisces that was happening in the 9th house also. And Jupiter and Neptune are definitely ruling over this ingress here. Very beautiful. And again, Neptune, Luna, Jupiter, and Chiron are all here in the 9th, guys. So when it comes to publishing, foreign affairs, alrighty, things that's dealing with higher learning, your long distance travels, guys, are really loud. The instituted cabin, so to speak, you're going to find yourself as you're traveling. You know what? Maybe, this isn't so claustrophobic. I can really find the value and the beauty pertaining to this cabin when you're traveling. You may be on the train, you may be on a plane. What you'll actually realize is, hey, this is a small little cabin. However, yes, there it is. There's the approval. This is a small little cabin. However, I can really, find myself at home here as I'm even traveling. Even though I'm going long distance in my travel, I found some comfort in how well instituted that the amenities are, right? So the Jupiter can be the amenities here, and the wounded healing that's taking place is, hey, it's small, it's tight. However, I don't like small, tight rooms. However, while I'm traveling via train, plane, or even if you're on a bus, right, and just not that many people, that are traveling with you during the time that you actually decided to travel, you guys are going to find yourself stretched out across 2 or 3 seats while traveling on that bus. However, what you can really allow some ideals that occur. And so that's why, even if it's a little wounded healing memory of small, tight spaces, you'll be over that in 30 seconds once you find yourself, oh, hey, look, I can plug my phone up here. I can actually be on my laptop. The Wi-Fi is great. So you want to really find yourself really enjoying that long distance travel to those that are traveling. And if it's dealing with some form pertaining to a university or someone's at a college or something like that, or a scholarship program, you guys are really going to find joy, alrighty, in what seemed like, oh, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this. Now you're gonna feel great, actually, about it, honestly. In about 7 hours and 38 minutes after that, pardon me, make sure I'm correct. Yeah, it's about 7 hours and 38 minutes after that. We have a solar Uranian, right? There's the solar Uranian event right there. We have a trine, a solar Uranian trine. And it's going to be excellent and beautiful, guys, because off the break, that's just, creativity, harmony, and sharing. So there's going to be some harmony and some shared creativities there. I mean, the children are going to be very innovative. I almost feel like there's a science fair going on with that. You know what I mean? Sun trine Uranus is the science fair. Who's going to bring out something? They're like, whoa, this child has this innovative idea, and it really, everybody could use this type energy. Or you may allow your inner child to be very artistic, actually. Bring some things to the center stage. Awesome time to really go, you know, you want to go to a museum. That wouldn't be bad. I would say, though, go to the arcade. I mean, this is laser tag energy here. To be very honest with you, what at 0900, 8 minutes and 52 seconds in the morning? Hey, maybe you did it the night before and it was leading up to it. You know, maybe that Saturn day evening, you know, you found yourself doing some laser tag of some sort or whatever. You already did some type of Dave and Buster's type energy. It's very arcade energy there, guys. So really enjoy it. And when you see it taking place, it's very interesting where this is taking place. This is the 8th and the 11th houses, right? So maybe you may even do this at home. Maybe you got, you know, the Wii controller in your hand and you guys are playing virtual bowling or something on the Wii. Really enjoy yourself in doing that, because what you're really going to find out too, that you're going to learn something about your game system that you didn't know. You know, shout out to, you know, all the bros, right? I was just like, you know, everybody knows, like, when it comes to me and my beloved son in whom I'm well pleased, we really like to get our gaming on. You guys ever seen us play the Call of Duty? And I let that post to YouTube just to, you know, so you guys can see how it is, how we get down, right? And the bros know, man, like when it comes to that duty, we really enjoy ourselves. You're going to find some things that you didn't know you could do, or like earlier, you know, our beloved brother had the little one, like, how you do that? You know what I mean? And it's just, that's what's going to actually happen there. The children are going to be inspired. First of all, foremost, because a lot of children don't think like, you know, the grown-ups play games. And this is a really excellent time to have also a family game night that Saturday, or take it into Sunday, go to the park, enjoy yourselves, play some volleyball or something, or do something, like I said, do some virtual activity, maybe some family arcading at home. Or this may be someone who has a solar return on that day and they decide to rent out the mobile arcade, because there are a lot of people doing that also. They have the mobile arcade, all righty? So really enjoy valuing that, especially. It's interesting too, because Venus is under the dispositorship of the sun. So final dispositor for this overall is soul. All righty. So be very innovative in your thinking. Allow your soul to be destined and being very active in what's being communicated, because the values that will be instilled within your little ones will help them to develop essentially. And with that, I yield the floor. I have a lunar Jupiterian conjunction just about 3 hours and 21 minutes later, right? 3, 2, 1, right? About 3 hours and 21 minutes later at 1200 hours, 30 minutes and 19 seconds. All righty. 11 September 2022, right? For that Ilova Mikael, right? 1442, correct? We say Moor's calendar year, right? And this lunar Jupiterian conjunction is happening where Luna is spot on in accidental dignity in the 4th, Jupiter and Neptune ruling the 4th, being final dispositors, not only for the 4th, they're also, Jupiter's also ruling over, to be clear, the 2nd house as well. So guys, we're gonna be very transformative and really regenerative. You can really regenerate some awesome, fine food ideas. This is very breakfast for lunch kind of energy. All righty. So what you can do here is enjoy brunch. All righty. I guarantee you guys, if you go and allow yourself to have an awesome brunch, make some mocktails during brunch. You know, I know usually during brunch, people have mimosas. have some Andre and some orange juice, right? Type mimosas. However, you know, do some type of mocktail. This is along with that family fun time. So maybe while one is playing, you know, games with the little ones, the other progenitor, whether it's mom or dad, so to speak, mother or father, right, is preparing the victuals for a smashing good brunch. Absolutely. And what you can do, you'll be able to really see that even if this is after the gameplay, the children will be so inspired to really help in the kitchen also. All righty. So you can really allow this innovative time spending, so to speak, that is very valuable and intimate in an agape fashion. All righty. Where the hearts pertaining to the children, of course, in the biblical sense, astromasonically happening within all of us, the children will turn their hearts to the fathers and the mothers and the fathers, and the mothers and fathers will turn their hearts to their little ones. All righty. So you can go and read that introduction pertaining to the genealogy, you know, or the life and works, pardon me, pertaining to Yeshua, right? And you can recall and instill further within yourself, dear mothers, teach these lessons to your children, to your little ones, so that they may learn to love instead of hate. Dear fathers, by these lessons, you can set your house in order, and your children, your little ones, will learn to love instead of hate. And you can do that within. Everyone has an inner child. All righty. So mother and father principle that within, so that it will be able to overflow as you pour that within yourself. And with that, I yield the floor. Next, I have a lunar mercurial reflection here, what some people will call an opposition. The lunar mercurial reflection is taking place approximately 1700 hours, 52 minutes and 8 seconds from the perspective near the Baltimore Corporation, Maryland State Republic, for Eloah Mikael. All righty, as you can see at this time, that Sol is at 19 degrees Virgo, 8 minutes in the 7th, and that is 1442 Aquarian age. All righty, that is the Moorish cosmological chronology, or called Moorish calendar. And that is equivalent, of course, to 11th, Sunday, 11th September 2022, Constantinian Crusade Claw adjustment. And what we have here with this lunar mercurial reflection, it's taking place in the 2nd and 8th houses, right? Your self-values and the relationships values, right? Your finances and the joint finances. And interestingly, Mars is ruling over the 2nd house here. Mars is in the 4th, ruling over the 2nd house, really bringing this forward and direct communication to be able to allow you to secure that which you have really expounded upon. However, be thankful that if you may have dropped a very important item or think you've lost your phone or wallet, it's going to be returned and everything's going to be fully intact. No one's going to steal from you. All righty. And what you'll be able to do is communicate to them some type of fair exchange for doing so. And even if it's like, oh, well, I can't give you the finance, so thank you for not taking from me, what you'll be able to instill here is be able to gift them something that you do. Let's say you run a restaurant and you can tell this being like, man, you have no clue, man, my whole life is in this phone or in this wallet, and you really were honorable, you didn't take from me or whatever. Man, I'll, for the next 3 months, man, you can come, you can come eat. Can come eat at my restaurant and I'll comp your meal. Anything up to 50 or 60 units, it's on me. Anything past that, at least make sure you transact for it or generously tip the waiter. Right? That's kind of what I actually see here for that, especially with Mars ruling over the second and Venus in the seventh. She is, even though quote unquote in her fall, she has mutual reception with Mercury, while the sun, is saying, hey, Venus, I got your back, sort of, kind of. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to make sure that there's a very fortunate, fated relationship here. So you'll be able to pour out the value necessary, and this may take place, at a barber shop or a hair salon or nail salon, where someone may, drop their phone and or wallet, but it will be returned to you quickly, very quickly. You won't even get that far. All righty. Or if you do get far, you can cast a horror on it and we'll find it. However, I trust and put the purple flame protection around all our loved ones that we don't have to experience that. However, any of you out there collectively that does, just know it will be returned to you expediently and in accordance with your karma. All right. With that, I yield. Now, here's my final transit. We have a lunar Martian sextile here, happening at approximately 2356. All right, with this lunar Martian sextile here. Moon and Mars are 60 degrees apart from each other at 2356 minutes and 2 seconds. All righty. This is, interestingly, though, even though they're 2 signs apart, Aries and Gemini, they're only a house apart from each other. So it's an 11th and 12th type situation. If we look at the 12th house, like the values to the 11th house, even though the 11th house is like the values to the 10th, right? What we're really going to be able to see, we can really show some serious benefit in making sure that we are having a firm stance, keeping your head lifted high, right? Because there's going to be some things poured out and shared to you that you'll be able to sincerely expound upon, not only within your subconscious mind, but really allowing that wounded healing to guide your spirit, your soul, actually, all righty, in a direction that it's really looking forward to. If you are doing these things that really will allow for you to actively communicate and share with someone else's child. Maybe it's your consort's child. All righty. And with this blended family situation, you can be very innovative in how you're actually communicating some things, right? Like for me, I know that I'm learning about Fortnite the best way that I can. So you guess what I'm going to do with this type transit energy? I'm going to make sure that I'm comprehending Fortnite a whole lot more. And what is this for? This is so that there's this further growth opportunity, alrighty, that really allows, again, I'm seeing a theme here of the progenitors and their posterity, being able to have this mutual exchange in communication and sharing information that really brings everyone closer together. Because there's no disrespect for what everyone does. So what's really being allowed here is a means for everyone to really get along and really have almost a miracle happen. All righty. Like it may seem like, hey, I had no idea that I would comprehend this or comprehend that. Like for me, I realize, as I'm learning, there's a whole different language when it comes to Fortnite and the younger generation. So, I find myself yielding to my beloved son in whom I'm well pleased, because I'm going to have to learn the language in order to be able to get around in the Fortnite world along with him. Right. So, yeah, guys, this is more that theme of we all getting together, getting along. And this is what it is collectively. I just put myself there within it. So you guys will be comfortable enough to see how it is for you and your loved ones and little ones. All right. And, and I think, what's really good here is, play not the step games. You know, I grew up, you know, no matter what, you don't play the step games like step dad, step children. No, that's step mom. Nope, don't do that. Step grandmother. Like, I grew up with a quote unquote step grandmother longer than my matrilineal grandmother. However, still my grandma. You know what I mean? So that's another thing you guys are going to see dissolve. You're going to see dissolve these demarcation lines that could really limit some loving expansion that can take place. All righty. So that you guys can be able to share with each other and gain in ways that will only be accomplished through sincerity and love. All right. And with that, I yield the floor to my beloved brother, in whom I am well pleased, Brother Sean Alim L. Islam.
Islam, bro.
Islam.
Yeah, 1999 for the. They are now streaming that Changing of the God series. Remember, we was watching that a few moon cycles ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they
Changing of the Gods. Absolutely. Yeah, our colleague Rick Tarnas presented that, right?
Mm-hmm.
All righty.
Oh,
I
yeah.
yield to you, beloved brother Islam.
Yeah. Yes. The sun is rising. For those that have a consort or let's see, master consort. For those that
beloved
mother mistress,
sun master consort, or
mother
mistress consort.
Sun master consort and beloved mistress consort. If you have one of those, this would be a great sunrise on the moon day to just like either meditate together or like do some yoga together. Sun on the ascendant, Venus is in the 12th. Yeah, this is some stretch vibe together in the mornings, or you know, if you're by yourself, hey, you can still it's like even like do a FaceTime. I could see like someone FaceTiming one of their friends, and you know, during this early sunrise, whenever they rise, and just either having a conversation or you know, just doing something to uplift their spirits when they rise in the morning. And is really setting the tone for the day. So Sun transit Virgo. This is about organization and cleanliness. You know, organization and cleanliness. So just really, you know, just getting to the groove of your routine and just making necessary adjustments to what you wanted to start out with when spring came. And now we're halfway through, so just making the necessary adjustments, like a basketball or football team after halftime. And I'll yield and we'll get into the only aspect of the day. We have a lunar Saturnian sextile growth opportunity. So we have we got Lunar in the 4th. Looky, some accidental dignity there. We got Saturn in the 3rd.
Barely, just 11 minutes off the cusp. Yeah, off the cusp of the 3rd house. But that's a love. All right, I yield.
Nigga, look
11 minutes. 11. Seriously, man. That's a tight conjunction there to the 3rd house cusp. Saturn rules. Yeah.
So let's see, we got Saturn and Luna, 3rd and 4th. Making a growth opportunity. So this is an opportunity to expound upon just your mental and just the mental activity of your home. It's just like handling some paperwork here. Yeah, this is like taking care of the subconscious to really just move forward, because you're, you know, the nurturing part of you, the mother part of you, is really looking to move forward, while Saturn the 3rd is not, you can say, not really hindering us, right? And it's more about kind of just making the final necessary adjustments to just to any activity. Right now, this opportunity also to fix any relationships that you have with your siblings. So if y'all have not been on the best terms, this is an opportunity to just kind of smooth things over, even have like a someone there like in the middle, to kind of rap to you, kind of delegate the sides. Yeah, mediator. Right, Jupiter rolling fourth. Yeah, so this is really bringing the knowledge and philosophy and wisdom to your home. We probably say it over and over, but this is like important too. Jupiter's ruling over the fourth, so Jupiter's got say so over Chiron and Luna. So I'm really just taking any just kind of taking anything that doesn't serve you, like especially when it comes to details. So maybe you're not going with the flow because you're out of flow, because you're just not prepared to you're just not ready for really what's next. It's kind of like a just barely getting by, kind of not sure of what's next. So now that part of yourself, we can really just plan and prepare to really see the bigger picture and just embrace love. So whatever you're anxious about or worried about, what's the cause to it? Is it your mental? Is it some trauma that you've been through? What can you do? How can you recognize it? And once you recognize it, what are the best steps to move forward? And finally, just give yourself some nurturing here. Luna in the fourth, so like go do some running. Maybe see if someone in your domicile wants to go run, or maybe even one of your friends, or just taking a short trip somewhere to go garden or go do something that gets you out of your head. That's where you can just focus on the task at hand and not the mental blocks, mental obstructions or obstacles, or however you would like to say that. And so that now you'll really be able to have a fresh sense of self, especially if you go do that jog or run or just that nature trip. You're really just having more appreciation for nature, while you're understanding that the inner you is expanding. And now paying attention, you'll start to see that the outer is also realigning into this inside world as well. So if you've been, let's give an example. Let's give myself an example. So, all right, Brother Sean, studying the jurisprudence gym and, all these various other things. So now it's like, okay, took a break from that. Now the break feels good. Now it's time to assess what's not working and what's working. And shout out to Brother Jag. If that was last week or the week before, when he was referencing assets and liabilities. So really what's been working, this past few cycles, what hasn't been working. Okay, this is what's working. Let's keep doing that. And this is a growth opportunity here with Luna and Saturn. So this is nurturing, and Saturn is structure. So whether it's yourself that needs nurturing the structure, or just mother, the divine feminine side, or even your own physical cycle mother could come through just with some information or just some guidance for you to help you out, or possibly even seeing a mother, someone you like on the internet or something foreign, all these various things. And with Merc in the 10th, hey, this is all about communicating your career, like Mercury in Libra, it's retrograde. Yeah, this is all about just some inner communication.
I would love to add to your wisdom, bro.
Yeah, do your thing, because I was yielding as you were saying that.
Bro, there is a tight reflection on the midpoint between Saturn and Luna. The sun is 3 minutes pertaining to arc off of reflecting the midpoint. Saturn is 6th from the sun. Luna is 8th from the sun. If you add those up, 150, all right, 150 degrees approximately between Sun and Saturn, 150 between Luna, Sun and Luna, and then there's 60 between Luna and Saturn. That's the whole zodiac. To really even see that 9th, 3rd, and 4th, goodness gracious, bro. Like, I was looking at that the whole time you're talking. I'm like, yo, the sun is like literally 3 minutes off of reflecting the midpoint there, man. So what does that even mean, guys? What is really actually happening there? Man, there's going to be some secure communication that's going to seemingly reflect some valuable foreign exchange. And what you guys are going to see, you're going to be like, holy shit, now I get it.
Eureka!
That's all I'm going to say. And then Brother Al, Nor, Latif L, right? It's Latif L. I think I've been saying Al, Nor, Latif Bay. So let me correct this for the record while we're here. It's Halo Young City on Instagram. Brother Al, Nor, Latif L. To you, beloved brother, peace of greetings. It says Islam, Moors, peace and love. Big Misha X is here also. Brother JL, as always, JL is in the chat. Says Islam, Moors, slash Moors, right? Giving both there, the OO and the UU. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Peace and love, nobles. Misha X says, peace, Moors. Islam, Brother Hassan, or Islam to you. Also, Roz Blackwell says peace. And Roz also agrees, that's right. No step grandma and such. Correct. Right? It goes wild, you know what I mean? So, indeed. And Big Nisha says that they are loving this right now. I think that's what RN stands for, right now, right? So that's just right the chat here, there. Right on. What'd you say?
Oh, right here, right now.
Yeah, indeed, right? Yeah, Big Nisha X saying, loving this right now. That's the chat there on the YouTube. And we thank you all again for interacting with us there in the chat. And let me hit this next one as we yield the floor to Abdullah. Well, I'm not sure, Brother Sean. I'm just adding to your wisdom there, bro. It's back.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, so definitely be curious to see what happens Monday. Sometimes though, when we delineate, it be happening like same day, next day. So it'd be interesting as up to that exact aspect. But I mean, this is a Brother Jay.
Yeah, Islam. I already hit the button by mistake. I didn't mean to actually hit the next button, but it is what it is. I yield though.
Islam. All right, so yeah, Islam. We're looking at the 13th of September. 13th of September, 1442, right? So you see the sun's at 20 degrees, Virgo, 38 minutes. So yeah, like Brother Sean was really specifying, just really hone in on assets and liability, so to speak. Recognize what's working for you rather than what's not. The things that needs to be changed within, your day-to-day routine, and also essentially just how you start your day specifically. That's very essential. So we only have what we got, 2 aspects.
Correct.
Yeah, we got the moon's just gonna ingress into Taurus, so to speak, and then this before sunrise. Right, moon. Oh, excuse me. Woo, moon squares Pluto. Right, moon's in the 11th house, 26 degrees Aries, 16 minutes, and Pluto is in the 7th house, retrograde, 26 degrees Capricorn, 16 minutes. So yeah, it's interesting enough. Pluto's in that 7th house, and it's really just a lot of energies getting familiar with just again law, specifically what that is and what it's not. I mentioned earlier, like studying historical case laws. This moon in Aries squaring Pluto and Capricorn. That Queen versus Dudley and Stevens, that case alone, that energy could be sort of brewing again, so to speak, or just people are like sort of reviewing that case for like let's just say, moral questioning, so to speak.
What's that case again? I'm going to type that in the chat so that people can get that. You said Queensland versus
the Queen versus Dunley and Stevens.
Queen versus, said Dunleavy and Stevens.
Dunley and Stevens. Dundley.
And Stevens. So should I put the ampersand for and?
No, put the actual and.
And A-N-D. Got you. Excellent. And Stevens with a V-E or P-H?
No, with a P-H-E.
Got you. So we'll put that in the chat, right? As a go look at that case, right? Because Brother Jag is saying that this lunar Plutonian square, right? So let me put that lunar square.
It's the cruelty of it, so to speak, or is it cruel? You know, that's this energy, because that's kind of that outlook. Huh?
I said this is interesting. I'm like looking at it.
Yeah. So like, right, that's just that energy, like with this moon square Pluto, because it's giving you certain experiences and information, or again, certain case laws that may just come about, or certain information or things that we may see on the internet. It may bring a ruffling of the feathers, but it's like also awakening at the same time, because it's bringing like a sense of clarity, so to speak, within oneself, and then whomever you're relating with, so to speak, because you see we're dealing with the relating houses, the socialism, so to speak, right? 7th and 11th. So yeah, all of that is coming out. We're taking those things more seriously, ourselves specifically, and our posterity, and the things that means a lot to us, so to speak. Moon is ruling the first house, so it's like what really brings you a sense of peace, and that can be group economics. However, everyone needs to be their own general, so to speak, or their own priest, if you would want to go that way, because the priesthood is dead. So you would know not to be looking for another man to carry your load, or whatever, or woman, so on and so forth. Wow. So we're making sure everything is unified within these group dynamics, or again, specifically and always starting with ourselves, because Moon is in Aries, fresh off that conjunction with Chiron. So it's like we're analyzing and seeing our wounds clearly. And as Brother Hassan said, we're not doing the rose-colored glasses thing. We're dealing with that effectively. So that's pretty much that energy. So then the moon goes void for 6 hours and 47 minutes, 6 hours, 47 minutes, 46 minutes, something like that. 46, 47. Meh. Right. So again, this is midnight. So just relax. Don't spend your finances. Be mindful. Just put it on checkout list or checklist, whatever. Excuse me. The moon will go void right after go into Taurus right after sunrise, like an hour.
You're accurate. You're accurate on the 46 minutes.
6:46. Indeed.
You're accurate.
Got you. Yeah. So it's like less than an hour. You're like 41 minutes after sunrise. So yeah, 7:39. The moon is in the 8th house, right? And just really honing in on back to the assets and liabilities. Moon's in Taurus, so it's like we're just more so taking care of our like I said, assets and recognizing the liabilities, so to speak. Also getting into gardening though, or tending to the garden at this time. you know. But yeah, really, like I said, getting into the ecclesiastical law, so to speak, just specifically what law is and what it is not. Corporal, incorporeal, tangible, intangible. You know, that's the formality with Moon and Taurus. So just honing in and considering one's value system and living according to that value system is specific and intensified with the moon ingressing into Taurus. It's going to trine Venus, Virgo, you know, so it's like a sense of clarity. Pedicures and manicures are the energy with the with the moon in Taurus, transit in Taurus on this Tuesday here, 13th of September. Yeah, so treat yourself to self-care, so to speak. And your mani and your pedi. With that, I yield the floor. It's read a book too. But As a Man Thinketh will be a good Moon and Taurus book. Also, probably
The Subtle Art of Not Giving Enough.
You're hilarious. The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. That's definitely a Moon and Taurus book. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Yeah. Money Mechanics. That'll be a good one too. What else? Any holy text though, for real. Any holy text too. Whatever philosophical studies you may be into.
Yeah, hop on that Vatican website. I remember seeing that posted where they got like downloads of stuff on there. Ooh, that you can get. So yeah, go check out the Vatican website and see what they got.
I just brought it. That's Unum Sanctum. That's so yeah. That somebody can read Unum Sanctum for the first time and be fucking
Unum
lying.
Sanctum, yeah.
That's like, whoa, they really put this out there for the collective to read.
And then after you do that, go listen to the lecture by Brother Taj on Unum Sanctum. You're getting a double dose of it, so you can actually read it for yourself, and then have someone go through it, and then read it with your people, read it with your friends.
Articulate the arguments being displayed or the claims being claimed and shit.
Or these quote unquote racism claims, which is Unum Sanctum.
Yeah, racism does not exist. That is a psyop.
Psyop.
Specifically to control the masses with what is it? Rat race.
Rat race.
Oh, what that rat race. Yeah, so like I was really saying that hone in on your assets and consider those liabilities, because if you have not been considering said liabilities, they may be bringing some unwarranted recognition. You know, you have to deal with something you didn't deal with because you ignored your impulse. So yeah, listen to your intuition for sure.
Sun and Venus on the 12th too.
Yeah.
I don't think any more Lunar ingress Taurus.
What'd you say?
I was trying to think any more movie or book references.
I can go on movie and book references for days.
I don't know. I'm gonna just come with random movie quotes and music songs for
Moon and Taurus.
Moon and Taurus.
Roll bounce.
Roll bounce.
Roll bounce. Poetic justice.
In a thundering rain.
Jason's lyric. This is a very Venusian movie.
Well, yeah.
That's 3. Yeah, I am, bros. I'm bad.
It's all about love with Moon and Taurus. Can you hold me and hold my hand, darling? Will you make
Can you
sure
hold me?
that you love me
Do
properly?
you love me?
Make sure you feed me meatloaf that's not meatloaf, darling.
Without the ketchup, because you know I don't like the ketchup. To make sure you get the details of what I like and done. Like, oh, you did it. I didn't even have to tell you. Why, yes, dear mother, you didn't have to tell me. I remembered for you.
Meatless loaf.
Meatless loaf.
Meatless loaf.
Basically. Like, isn't that, wouldn't meatless loaf then just be bread? Okay, anyway. I'll stop.
Islam, I yield to you, beloved. Islam.
Indeed, bro.
Hold you down, bro.
Indeed.
We yield.
Let's see, where are we here? All right, boom. So this is the last 3 testimonies, of course, and I appreciate my beloved brothers in whom I am well pleased. And Luna is clearly exalted, all righty, here in Taurus, right? And for this sunrise here, right, it's happening at 21 degrees, 37 minutes, Virgo, right? Guys, really allow your allow your children to share. All righty, you're gonna really find that you know, they're really paying attention to you. All righty, and there can be some divine balance and communication that can occur, and allow yourself, progenitors, to learn from your posterity. It's going to be beautiful, because what you'll actually see is you'll be able to build trust in one another at home in a way that, you know, you're going to really find that, you know, it's that whole trust fall thing, you know, and you're going to actually catch your baby. All right. You're going to catch that little one. You're not going to allow that little one to learn the hard way. And that's really what is needed. All righty. This is more of that energy of, just because you may not have had something in your childhood doesn't mean deprive someone else of that in theirs. All righty. Be there for those that you can be there for, because you've been prompted within your own spirit how to do these things. Make your trash someone else's treasure. And I yield. I have a lunar Venusian trine here. So there's some harmony between your values and your subconscious mind, how you actually are going to really nurture things that could seemingly be possessive. However, and what you're possessing is some harmony to really bring about adequate mental activity. All righty. And this is actually taking place prior. All right, about 2 hours and 10 minutes before the sunrise. This let's see. Oh, you guys got it? I'll hit it. I'll be like Ray J and hit the button. So here we go. Right at 0441 minutes and 11 seconds for the 14th September 2022. Ilawa Raphael. All righty, and you guys can see that the sun is clearly at 21 degrees Virgo, 31 minutes, 1442 age of Aquarius. And this again is in harmony with Wednesday, 14th September 2022, Constantinian Crusade Claw adjustment. All righty, and what we have, as I said, we have a lunar Venusian trine here, guys. So Luna is clearly here in the 9th house, dealing with publishing, foreign affairs, and long distance travel. And Venus is there in the 1st house, dealing with ideals, being driven, pioneering, moving forward, as well as things pertaining to yourself. So when it really comes to nurturing, right, we're definitely, and it's interesting because even though Luna is in the sign that naturally Venus rules, because Venus, however, is ruling over the 10th as well as the 3rd house. So with that even being said, there's just some official communication, all righty, that you're going to really be able to receive, so that you'll be able to kind of nurture some things that are bestowed upon you, all righty, in a way that may seem a little out of what you're used to. However, what's really going to happen is you're going to get very well detailed communication that will really allow you to be able to follow instructions accordingly. So really allow your self to be very creative, alrighty, in how you move forward in being innovative and getting out of your comfort zone, alrighty. The opposite pertaining to your comfort zone is here, is the North Node, all right? North Node is opposite your comfort zone, which means your comfort zone is the South Node, alrighty? So I really sense that there's going to be some things communicated within you and or behind the scenes. You may even witness an astrology and or tarot reading of some sort that really allows you to take the weight off your shoulders there, Atlas, all righty, and be able to hold your chin up high, hold your head up high, roll those shoulders back, almost having those shoulder blades touch, like Brother Corey says when we're doing the yoga with Corey, right? So, you know, allow yourself to be almost in an upward facing warrior type pose. I know I'm mixing two poses there in yoga, right? However, yeah, right. So
warrior two.
Yeah, I know, right? And really just allow yourself to really be innovative in your growth. Even if you're in your 50s or 60s, allow yourself to continue to mature and turn growing pains into growing gains. All righty. And with that, I am going to move forward with my lunar Uranian conjunction here, right? So I have a lunar Uranian conjunction that's taking place, right? Well, after this, almost 14 hours after this, actually, right? And Luna will be conjunct Uranus. All right, of course, in Taurus, having about 18 degrees, I'm sure. However, it's in the 8th house, the same space where Luna ingressed. All righty, Taurus, right?
You went back. You went back.
I went back. Pardon me. My apologies. All righty. I was about to say that's very interesting to see that it happened still there in the 8th, but it happened in the 2nd. Look at that.
Wow.
Just reflecting. Wow. Yeah, I know, right? And interestingly, how 14 on the 14th is where the North Node is. So, guys, it's interesting because Uranus is in modern astrology is exalted in Scorpio. So Uranus would be at her fall while Luna is exalted. Guys, allow the higher self to rule over the lower self in ways that you can really be able to find a divine balance in how you're moving forward. Again, opposite your comfort zone. There's fortune there with the comfort zone. However, extrapolate that and be able to use it like rocket fuel to be able to blast off into some self-esteem augmentations. And with that, I'm going to yield the floor. It's just under 2 hours after that, we have, and we're going to complete this, where we have a lunar Saturnian quartile. There's going to be a means for you to get over the obstacle, alrighty, of seeking to secure the essentials for yourself. You can do this. See, I said for yourself, not even really knowing that the moon's going to be in a first house, alrighty, because we like to look at these things, you know, in a way where it can really just be fresh for us. However, you're gonna, you know, there's gonna be a group of beings that really have your back. People that you didn't think that really even liked you or really even quote unquote fucked with you. And you're like, man, hold on, time out. This group really does. They really are enjoying the innovative things that, you know, I'm doing. This is what I'm saying collectively. This is what you're going to sense. And what you'll be able to do is move forward even more because you'll find that people can see what your character really is. And they're really seeming like strangers, quote unquote, are really going to be those motivating conduits for you to move forward in embracing your soul's purpose. And with that, I yield the floor. Would any of my brothers like to add their wisdom? Any of my brothers? I know Brother R is kicking in the background with us. you know, in the green room, right? As they would call it, you know.
I would add specifically self-development, character development. So definitely observe the natal chart, your progress chart, and see where you're progressing.
Yes.
Seriously.
I love doing progress mirror sessions.
Yes. So that was
I
what
really
I was
do
gonna
love
say.
doing progress mirror sessions.
I was to speak to that. If you are not equipped, you know, you can always ask.
Yeah, definitely. Go ahead, bro. I didn't mean to cut your wisdom. I just wanted to say.
Islam, that's it. That's it. That is the wisdom there. Yes. Astrology. Consider it. Consider the stars. Yes.
Indeed. Indeed. Anyone else like to add their wisdom before I stop the screen share here?
What the bro said. That's my wisdom.
Islam, man. Islam. Right? So let me go over here and stop that right there. Let me bring brother Jag back though, however. As a matter of fact, participants, boom, add to spotlight. There you go, bro. All right, cool.
Where's Jag? Where's Jag?
I know, right? Where's brother Regulus Muhammad Bey? Maybe we should do that like how they had the Where's Waldo, and we'll just no, I'm serious too. You know, bro. Like anyway. I'm gonna do the nephew. Jesus Christ. I'm just saying, yo. That's also called that shit, I told you face. Huh?
He killed that shit, yo. He's so broken.
Bruh. It's the I told you so face too. Like I'm not gonna say it, but I'm
classic, yo. It's gonna be wild when we drop that. When we really drop that, like, you know what I mean? That's gonna be wild.
That is a classic. You guys, what you guys don't know, we have our own memes and gifts amongst ourselves that we don't even put out. Like brother Sean has this Killmonger meme. Like, this is your Grand Sheik. I can't wait to put that one out. Oh my God, yo, hey, that joint's funny. If that T and Tsunami don't get the fuck out of here, that's funny. You know what I'm saying? We'll definitely sound. Hey, let's take this sound bite and put it right here and see how. Oh, look at that. That works out perfectly, right? Yeah. However, guys, remember every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from August 12th, 2022 to the 30th October 2022 is the AstroLiteracy Comprehension Conference presented by 7HealStar.com astrology firms and Promptu Improv, guys. And I'm telling you, it is amazing. Brother Muaba Bey is making it. I mean, we're all participating in some way, shape, or form, whether there physically or in spirit. I'm just saying, you know, he's asking awesome questions. Brother Sean, when he's there too, it's like, you know, we have these levels that are occurring and we're able to go and review, which is refreshing. I and brother Sean. So it's very therapeutic for me. I'm just going to say that. Even though I'm sitting here thinking to myself, hey, I just want to share this with people, I did not calculate, all righty, or count on it being therapeutic for me the way that it is. And I'm just like, this is very interesting. I'm liking going over this and reviewing and things of that nature, you know, which means eventually what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at everything we've ever archived just to go back and enjoy it, play it, you know, for me and my loved ones also. Hey, let's throw this on the TV, you know, let's just see it all large and stuff, or throw it on the projection screen behind us and really see how this goes. You know what I'm saying? Like, want to really like just refresh. I really enjoy studying with my brothers, and especially when there's newer beings. What was you about to say, Brother Sean? I saw that face. What was you about to say?
Oh man, you know that fresh wash clothes smell. You like?
Oh, got you. He got the game face. he got the game downy bounce face.
Cha face.
Yo.
Oh God damn, yo.
He got the cha face. Darman. Ass motherfucker. Let me stop, yo. That's hilarious. We don't call it leaving the internet. We call it I'm going to take a break from the internet. No, that's charm. There you go. Man, cha-cha-cha.
Hey,
Charmin. So soft. Anyway.
Hey, brother Jed bounced left.
Hey,
I tell you, that's hilarious.
Oh my God.
That is fucking
It's so funny,
hilarious,
man. It's so funny because my closest friend said that shit to me this morning. She had me laughing so hard because when she said that shit, I had Brother R in my head. Yo, that shit was crazy.
Amazing, isn't it? Simply fucking amazing. I know, man. It's like, wow. Jazz hands. But anyway, any other questions, comments, and hey guys, go to 7HealStar.com. Join our email list, guys. You know, because we're going to send some things out. I'm going to send some things out purposely. If not this evening, definitely by the morning when you guys arrive. And you guys all know, check it out. Guess what we got going on tomorrow? We are, guys, you know, every day for us is packed all the way up to the 30th. However, we're still taking on mirror sessions too while we're participating in the jurisprudence gym on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And also on Thursday mornings for us, we have yoga with Brother Corey. Guys, it's amazing. All righty.
You need that.
I guarantee you guys will enjoy it. And if you just wanted to ask, why don't you guys just go to Core Movement _, right? And is it Core _ Movement? I think Brother Corey's is.
Yeah.
Go and double check the Instagram real quick.
That's it.
It's Core _ Movement, right?
Yeah.
And let's see. Yeah, Core _ Movement _ and be like, hey, Brother Corey, what is it to participate? What can I donate to you to come in and participate or whatever? Because Brother Corey is really, really good at what he does. I would never imagine me doing yoga the way I look forward to it, actually. And that's not just because that's my brother.
Yeah.
I really look forward to the yoga because, guys, as much talking as I do you hear me doing the yoga?
Corey is the man the whole time.
You don't hear me saying anything during the yoga. I'd be the quietest one. Usually Jag is the quiet. It's like me and Jag roles are reversed. So, Jag's like, I feel the oh yeah, I'm being a yogi.
Feel the yogi burn.
It hurt good. It hurt good.
My favorite part is when Brother Corey be like, okay, now lay on your back and just release. You know what I mean? I'd be like, y'all caught myself snoring, I think the second time. I was like, oh shit. You know, you snoring, you scare yourself. That's how relaxed I was. I'm like, yoga stone with Brother Corey is, I ain't gonna front, man. That is the shit. As well as One Heart supplements, guys. Get your hands on the sea moss, all righty? And guys, I guarantee you will not be disappointed, as well as you can ask any one of us here at 7HealStar, you know, for the sea moss or whatever. You got a store, you like to have One Heart supplement sea moss at your store, we're doing bulk ordering also. You can contact any one of us within 7HealStar Astrology Firm. Brother Corey is amazing with his product as well as his yoga stoned with Brother Corey. You guys will not be you guys will not be disappointed at all. All righty. Anything else, guys? I mean, it's so, man, as much
shout out to all the new astrologers out there. Shout out to you. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I mean, brother Aura is, man, I'm telling you, once he finishes his certification, like his intensive and gets the certification, man, because you know we doing this via our own free national press, so we have a way pertaining to shoveling ourselves from under the avalanche of lies heaped upon us annually. And Brother R has really inspired and motivated me, alrighty, and even just having a fresh look, because you know I'm a sidereal Gemini. So when I look at things from that perspective, it's like, man, okay, I had no idea that the people could really enjoy the way I share the information. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, for us, Brother Aura has a very sharp and exacting way in reviewing the jurisprudence. You guys think I be on it, man. Brother R, like I said, I'm going to ask Brother R again for AstroCivics Sunday that's coming up soon, that we go over navigating the statutes again. All righty. And I get it. Statutes are for corporate beings. Yes, we're keeping corporate beings in alignment with their contract and obligation. All righty. Ultimately, we would like to remove the ULC. All righty. Like, ultimately, these barristers, everybody needs, like Oprah, you get a bar grievance, you get a bar grievance, you get a bar grievance, every barrister gets a bar grievance. And I am serious. I'm just serious. So anyway, no more questions, comments, and or suggestions. This is the part where we be like, be yourselves and
donate.
Exactly, guys. You guys want to contribute to 7HealStar, guys, because this is what we do, like, you know, national public radio or public television, as they call it, even though public is Title 10, United States Code, dealing with military. However, what we're saying is, guys, you can donate, because we're doing this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right? You know, Tuesday and Thursday, we are in the jurisprudence gym. However, on Thursday mornings, it's Yoga Stone with Brother Corey. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sundays, of course, on Fridays, you know, after our impromptu improv, we go right into our 7HealStar.com astrology firms. Impromptu Improv presents our AstroLiteracy Comprehension Conference. So, guys, we're going at this thing 24 Shem. At least we're in the spirit 24 Shem. 24/7. All righty. 25/8. It seems like it's like, what are we really doing here? We're being ourselves and being amazing at being ourselves, right? That's
Exactly.
just really what it is.
So you really don't have to donate at all, actually, because that's not going to stop anything. Just for the record,
because we're going to keep doing what we do and just keep
regardless
archiving it for the youth. Because the young and yet unborn are going to be like, "Hey, you guys are cool. What is it? Here you go." Bing, bing. And our elementary tuitions are the low. All righty. Because we really care about the people. We're not seeking to do anything but imitate Prophet Noble Drew Ali. That's why my mustache looks like this. I'm doing my best to imitate the Prophet. Yeah. No NOI referencing here.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
The Nation of Islam.
I know. I mean, I don't go looking at Brother Jag's face for long periods of time and then making judgments because I'm not a fucking homosexual. I'm not interested. And let me look at a man's face and circle it and say it looks like this. Pause.
He's got a 7 trimmed in his mustache some kind of way. Who do you think he is? Mr. 7 Stash.
Fucking homo. But anyway, this is about nature's God and nature's law. So that's why I have that strong stance. Not offending anyone, and I don't intend to hurt anyone's feelings that, may be a little out of harmony with nature, that, hey, I want to deal with the same thing. That's you. That's your business. I have nothing to do with that. We're here in order to change the people. You must change their literature. Prophet Noble Drew Ali said, I brought you everything it takes to save a nation. Now take it. Don't leave it there. And save yourselves. If you decide not to save yourself and be in harmony with nature, that's not our fault. We provided not only the free bread table, we also provided where we are compensated for making sandwiches. All right, just to put that out there, because I ain't gonna front. My beloved mother, Mistress Consort, has had me in the vegan sandwich zone, and so delicious. Oh, so delicious. Okay, did I sound like Kik Butowski right there? Anyway, Kik Butowski. All right, anyway. Daredevil. So would it be like Dare Angel? Okay, anyway, there I go. We're going to yield the floor, and I'm going to go and prepare victuals. All righty, for my loved ones. We love you all. Thank you all so much for being with us. Let me go right here just real quick to the YouTube and see who's all here. Just one last time, checking the live chat. And thank you so much to Brother Al Noor Latif L, who is Halo Young City on Instagram, producer for one of the producers, I'm sure, an engineer for Caliph Society, says Taurus, right? 100, Big Misha X says, Brother Al Noor Latif L puts triple fire. Islam says Big Misha X and puts the triple fire also. And wow, he was genuinely happy is what Big Misha X has said there. I'm pretty sure it was in reference to things that we said. I just wanted to just recap and just say that there and just make sure you guys see I acknowledge you all. All righty. So with that, I am going to yield the floor. All righty. I love you, my beloved and magnificent bros, also, as well as all those that have joined us during the live and those that will come in Dimensions to Manifest Turn the Future that will view this. We love you all. And I'm going to say my namaste. Namaste, namaste. Islam, Islam. He said,
Shalom, people.
I hit the end button. Hey, I actually am the
Te
host
amo.
this time.
Te amo. Te amo. Te amo.
Vamos.